hope you're having a great day. So today I am going to plant some more Lisianthus. Today is the 12th, and if you remember, I can link the videos down below, but last week I created my soil blocks, and then I planted Lisianthus seeds and some lavender seeds in my soil blocks. And what I'm going to do today is, instead of making soil blocks and using everything that goes with a soil block, I'm simply going to put some seed starter in these little trays and then put the seeds in. I'm just going to sprinkle them in, and I'll show you that, and then I'm going to put the dome on top and water them and put them under the same light mechanisms that I've been using for the soil blocks. And I just want to see which method I think is more efficient and which method, produces the most seeds, and then how easy is it for me to take those seedlings out and put them in something else. I'm going to make it about as thick as the soil blocks. And the thing about this is, with the soil blocks, they don't take up the entire amount of space, but with these they are going to. But one thing I do want to do actually is I want to make a little watering can here, and maybe I'll just kind of make the soil wet before I start. I probably could have made a bunch of soil, but just, alright. So that looks good, but I don't think I need that much of my soil starter in there, so I'm just going to kind of Alright, so I've got two of them going, and I'll just show you really quick what I'm going to do. Okay, so I think what I'll do is, I have this, and I'm just going to put it down in my tray just like I did with the soil blocks, but I think I'm going to take another one of those tags and just maybe split this down the middle so that I know where my seedlings are. So this is the Johnny's Lisianthus. It's called Voyage 2 Light Apricot. And there should be about 25 seeds left in here, because there were 50, and I already planted up 50. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to take these pellets and I'm just going to sprinkle them just in here. I'm going to try to get them spaced apart as I sprinkle them, because I don't really want them like sitting on top of each other, so that if I want to get them out later, I can do that. All right. So that is that. Let's slide it in here, and it works in this side too. And then I'm going to get my mister. Mist those seeds. Get them all good and misted. And sprinkle some vermiculite on top. Just going to take a little bit of that, sprinkle it on top. Now these do need light to germinate, so I'm not putting it on real thick. I'm just kind of putting a coat on to try to help so algae and mold and things like that don't grow. And it's very similar to the soil block method that I used. I'm just not taking the time to put them in soil blocks. And so I don't know if then, you know, when I go to put these in bigger blocks or take them out, if I'm going to have to cut them, and it's going to be more time consuming to try to pull them all apart than use the little soil blocks, or if this method will seem quicker or faster to me. So I'm just going to mist it one more time, and then I'm going to put a lid on it and stick it under my grow lights. So I've just stuck it over there on my grow system, and it's on a heat mat that is at 73.9 right now. Been trying to keep that heat mat right around 73 degrees because it's best to have it be between 70 and 75. So right now it's at 73.9. That seems pretty good. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing today. I'm just going to fill up my pans, put all my different Lisianthus in it, and then see if how these do compared to the soil blocks. Okay, so to recap, I have created soil blocks, so I'll link that video down below. I have planted Lisianthus seeds in soil blocks on January 6th of 2021, and I've been spraying them roughly. I mean, it's not, I just mist them like in the morning. I'll check them out about 2 o'clock, and then like right before I go to bed, if the soil blocks are looking dry, I'll mist them again. I do have these fans going. So if I think they're drying them out, if I didn't have the fans going, they might not. I put a little divot in these so that there would be a little bit of airflow for the plants. And then once they sprout their first true leaves, I will take the lids completely off. But after the soil blocks, I waited a week. I just want to kind of compare the plants. They're on the same heat mat between 70 and 75 degrees. And I just simply sprinkled the seeds out instead of putting them in the soil blocks. And at this moment in time, I prefer the soil block method. It seems like you put the seeds in a more uniform structure that will be easier to get out later, but I don't know yet. I will see when I transplant these into bigger blocks. And I have some lavender sprouting. So, and one other thing is I have all of these lights. Not the heat mats. The heat mats are on all the time, but I do have the lights on a timer. So they come on at 7 o'clock in the morning and they go off at 11. And that timer is simply one of those outlet plugs that you can buy, and it's hooked up to my Alexa, and I went into Alexa and I scheduled a routine to turn it on in the morning and turn it off at night, and it has been working flawlessly, which I love because it lets me run around and not worry about it. And then I might like poke my head down around, you know, like midnight if I'm up all and be like, oh yeah, they're off. And in the morning I like run down to like mist them anyway, and it's already on. So it seems to be working pretty good. And I love something like that because when they need 16 hours, I'm kind of sporadic. So I might be like, oh, I forgot about that. Now it's 2 hours late. Now I have to leave it, you know. So I feel like this is a good method. Like it's working. And if like one day it doesn't work, I will catch it just because I'm coming down here misting and all of that. So I don't think it'll be a big deal. But I have a feeling, you know, if the power went off or something happened with Alexa or the timer just didn't work, I think the likelihood of that is less likely than me being crazy and forgetting what I'm doing. So anyway, that is my Lisianthus. I have about 75 seeds left. I'm going to put them probably in soil blocks next week. Or maybe I'll research and see if there's any other way to do it. But that is pretty much it. Now these seedlings just need to grow. And my lavender is growing. Okay, so this is my lavender. And as you can see, I mean, it's kind of hard to see, but right there, right here, there's quite a few little seedlings popping up. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And that is the one that I covered in the soil, in my seed starting soil. And then over here, we've got the soil blocks of lavender, and I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, and see, like right here, I think that looks a little dry to me, so I'm just gonna mist that a little bit while I'm in here. Yeah, let's give them all kind of a mist. But anyway, it looks like, so I figured I put about 40 seeds in. There could be more. Lavender seeds are pretty small, and I might have put a couple in each one. But, you know, it's just been 6 days now, and I am seeing about, I don't know, a third of the seeds have already germinated and started coming up. So it's pretty exciting. I'm going to figure out my next steps. And I do not have any Lisianthus seeds, but that's the update. Thanks for watching my video, guys. I appreciate it. Have a great day.